I was 16 when I took the job. Just a weekend gig babysitting for a couple who had moved in a few months earlier. Big house, modern security, the whole suburban dream. They were nice. The mom was overly detailed about routines, emergency numbers, and the bottle schedule. The dad seemed tired but polite. They had a newborn girl, maybe 6 months old, and a high-end baby monitor system with a camera and audio. Before they left, the dad even joked, "That monitor's clearer than cable. You'll see every breath she takes." They left around 7:30. The baby had already been fed and was fast asleep. I spent the first few hours watching reruns and snacking. Honestly, it was boring. Too quiet. The kind of quiet that hums in your ears after a while. Around 11 p.m., I peeked in on the baby. She was sleeping like an angel. I remember thinking, easiest money ever. That didn't last. Just after 1 a.m., I was dozing off on the couch when the monitor crackled. Not just static. It sounded like interference mixed with something else. I leaned in closer, adjusted the volume. That's when I heard it. A low, almost amused voice.
"You shouldn't be alone."
I stared at the screen. The baby was still asleep. No movement in the room, no shadows, no flickers. I thought maybe I was dreaming, or maybe it picked up a neighbor's frequency. But then it came again, louder.
"She's not alone. I'm here."
I sat straight up. The voice wasn't coming from a phone or a radio. It was too close, too real. It had weight to it. I froze, then slowly stood and walked toward the hallway. I checked the baby's room from a distance. No sound but her soft breathing. When I turned back toward the kitchen, I noticed the back door. It was open, just barely, but enough to show it had been unlatched. My stomach dropped. I hadn't touched that door. I ran back to the baby's room, picked her up, still asleep, and shut the door behind me, locking it. I sat on the floor in the dark, holding her and dialing 911 with trembling hands. The dispatcher was calm, but I couldn't stop shaking. She asked, "Are you sure someone's inside?" I whispered, "He said he's here." On the monitor. The police got there in less than 10 minutes, but it felt like forever. When they arrived, I handed the baby over and stayed outside. 2 officers cleared the home. Another stayed with me and asked what I'd heard, what I'd seen. I explained everything, the monitor, the door, the voice. Then one of the officers radioed something in and asked for gloves. He found fresh boot prints inside the baby's closet. No dust, no mud tracked in from the front door. Just clean, deliberate boot prints facing outward, as if someone had been standing there, inside the closet, watching. The cops didn't find anyone else in the house, but they did find a balled-up hoodie and gloves stuffed behind the dryer in the laundry room. Nothing identifying. No fingerprints. That's when the dispatcher came back to me and asked, "Did the monitor record anything?" We checked. Unfortunately, it didn't save recordings, just a live feed. The family didn't ask me to babysit again. In fact, they moved a month later, abruptly. The mom texted me once, "Thank you for calling the police. I don't even want to think about what could have happened." That line stuck with me, because sometimes, late at night, I still hear that voice in my head.
"You shouldn't be alone."
And now, I never am. Not without checking the closet first.